How's it going, guys? It's Connor here. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to do the Landsraad endgame event, as well as claiming the rewards that come with it. So if you press L on your keyboard, you'll open up the Landsraad term. This is weekly. You can see how much time is left over here. And you'll see that there are a bunch of houses here, and each house has its unique task. Some of them have not been revealed. So at the beginning of the week, you'll see like most of them will be like either seek the representative to reveal what their request is, or if they've already been revealed, you can actually hover over it and it will tell you pretty much the gold amount, 0 out of 70,000 points. And the goal of this one is to deliver Do Ripper's MK6. And for each one you deliver, you gain 1,221 points. And depending how many points you yourself contribute, you'll see at the bottom there, you have a personal contribution. And you also have the house rewards over there that show how much, stuff you're going to get. Like if you get 700 points, you're going to get 10,000 Solari. Alternatively, you'll notice that there is a per minute while holding control point, 10 points. So this is within the deep desert because each of these are going to have control points within the deep desert that you just quite simply have to stay inside of it for a minute to get 10 points. It's slow, and an hour of sitting in there is only going to get you 600 points. So it's not a lot, but it does put you in a dangerous spot. Now, if some of these representatives do not have their task revealed, you'll see here it says potential task reveal in 1 hour 50 minutes. This will reveal some of their tasks so that you can figure out what it is that you need to do for them. Alternatively, you can actually go find them directly. For example, Tseda over here doesn't have a request, but if you actually look on my map over here, Tseda is actually located right under the trade post. If you see, if I just hover at the right angle, it can't look like, wait, there it is. House Tseda representative at the anvil. So in the world, they usually are with these like little groups with these like blue icons that match the symbol of their faction or their house. And you speak to them and you'll see this is where if I was in a guild and I was aligned with one of the factions, I could potentially pay a steep price to reveal what the request is so that I can have a head start on it. Now, it's very important to know where all of these are located, because if you personally contribute to some of these rewards, the way you claim these rewards is by coming back to their representative. If I have a bunch of personal contribution for Tseda, I would come back to her specifically to claim my reward. So that is how you're going to get your rewards for each of these unique factions. Now you can find these pretty much all over Haga Basin. So if I go to the north over here, I know there's like one over here, House Emota representative. You've probably found them all over the place. I know they said they're supposed to change locations, but I'm not sure if they're going to do that. You'll see there's another representative over here. You're pretty much going to have to discover these yourself in the game. You'll also be able to find some of them in Arakeen, Harko Village, as well as the PvE area of the Deep Desert. So you're pretty much going to have to search the map and find these guys. Now you can track who's in the lead on the Landsraad term over here by seeing House Harkonnen's in the lead, but right now House Atreides won last week, which means we got to select a decree. A decree is basically decided upon the winning groups, the guilds over here, the top contributors. The more you contribute, the more like voting points you have. So you can fill up a bar over here a lot more. And this happens at the end of the week where they all decide, hey, we want access to the Landsraad vehicle vendor, or no, we want ranged weapons to deal 33% more damage, or experience gain to be increased by 50%. And this will last for next week, provided we win. You can track the current reward as this little thing over here. You can see House Atreides won last week. They have exclusive tool import rights, access to the Landsraad tool vendor. Now, as long as you're in House Atreides, you'll be able to access this vendor. It's both located on Harko Village as well as Arakeen, so you can pretty much access it at either of those locations. I'll quickly show you where. In Arakeen, you can locate the Landsraad vendors going up the stairs like this into the main hall over here, taking a left down the main one over here, up the next set of little stairs. You'll see there's a bunch of vendors over here. So from the main hall over here, if we make that left turn, you'll see this is what the outside looks like. You'll go to this location and you'll see inside here, there are 4 vendors, 1 for vehicles, 1 for armor, 1 for weapons, and 1 for tools. Now remember, we only have the tools one active right now, which means we can only speak with this vendor, ask to trade, and you can find a really cool assortment of blueprints available that you can buy during this week. I'm eyeing out this compact compactor MK6, pretty cool. But there's also some other random things that you're probably better off making yourself. If we instead go to Harko Village, you can notice that those same vendors exist. They're located over here. This is going to be through the little security border over here. You're then going to go down the stairs, and it might be tricky because you actually have to go on the second floor. So you're going to take the ramp that's immediately down on the left over here to get up. This on the map is located over here. You'll then take the ramp up to the top. You'll focus on going to the left, and you should see there's an entrance to a building over here where you have access to the weapon vendor, vehicle vendor, the armor vendor, and then the tool vendor over here, where you'll see you can purchase the exact same stuff. So it doesn't matter if you're House Atreides or House Harkonnen, you can access the shops from the Landsraad on either of these two zones. So pretty much all you need to know is that at the end of the week, when a decree is issued, if it's something like access to a vendor, those are the vendors you're going to access. If it's something like ranged weapon damage increased by 33%, it will be active by default no matter where you're playing. It will just happen. Experience gain increased by 50% will also just happen. And it only lasts for a week, and it's only for the faction that wins. So if you're looking to play endgame, that's pretty much how you're going to do it. You're going to find a guild that is maybe one of these top contributors. You're going to join them, and you're going to try complete these representative requests so that you can claim more of them so that your faction is winning. You'll see this is what a control point looks like within the deep desert. You will also have to find the one with the right house. You can see it has a symbol on it, and it doesn't have a marker until you discover it and figure out what it is. So that's pretty much how you're going to capture control points, is just sit inside of those. I hope you found this helpful, and thanks so much for watching.